looks like you have to defeat it to continue. We can do this, Gengar. We can do this. We know he's really strong. And hopefully we can... Oh, you lost your Mega Evolved stat. That sucks. Oh, we can't catch it. That's... Oh, that's a shame. It's too bad. Here is elevator key. Yes, elevator key. It was as easy as that. Lowest one? Let's take a gamble. Ooh, some sort of machinery powered back in response to your presence. Possession of all keycards has been confirmed. System reboot. Voice guided enabled. 4 files are available for payback. The device, the fuel, the legends, our shared dream. Let's start with file 1. Device that grounds life. The device was created 3000 years in the past. It was originally designed to restore life to a Pokemon that has perished. We have found this ultimate weapon buried on the ground beneath Geosyn's Town. It has been well preserved. We believe we can have its operation in a little while, but we have not yet found the necessary key to activate the weapon. We believe AZ should still possess it since he was the machine's creator. We must find him and capture him without delay. The fuel. The device that grants life here, in fact, grants the deceased life stolen from other Pokemon. This is because the basic function of the device is to distill energy into its purest form, then emit that distilled energy. The emission can take the form of convection radiation or condensation. Thus life can be conducted back into a Pokemon that had lost its own, allowing it to be retrieved. What then would occur if we were to fuel the device with the energy of a legendary Pokemon? Which file? The Legends. Kalos is said to have 2 legendary Pokemon, Xerneas, which represents life and rebirth, and Yveltal, representing destruction and death. The power to grant life and the power to steal life. These are mysterious abilities that even science has not been able to decode. What would happen if we were to use such power to activate the ultimate weapon? Which file would you like to review? The last one, please. As the world grows wealthier, the number of Pokemon and Pokemon will only continue to grow. Pokemon and people will only continue to grow, and that growth will invite new difficulties. In time, life will fill every corner of the planet until no more life can be sustained. When there is only one of something, it cannot be shared. When something cannot be shared, it will be fought over. And when something is fought over, some must survive without it. The only way to create a world where people live in beauty, a world without conflict or theft, is to reduce the number of living things. My comrades in Team Flare, the time has come to lead the world towards a more beautiful future. Oh, what do we have now? Zygarde, of course. What do you want? Have you learned the secret of the ultimate weapon? How truly abominable it was. AZ created a weapon, and then 1000 years later he also made a device that now dwells within Prism Tower. How? Zygarde seemed to wish that I come to this place. I've lost most of my memories, and yet this place does bring back something. What I remember is clearly is AZ. When I spoke with him 5 years ago through the bars of his cell, I did not know his true intent, but I did learn of the device within Prison Tower. I set my mind on activating both the ultimate weapon and that device. But to activate the device requires a certain Pokemon, one particular Floette. And there was no way to know where that Floette could be found. That led me to abandon my plans for the tower's device, but the ultimate weapon could still be activated using the key AZ carrot. So I did. There was an explosion I remember as much, though I cannot recall the cause of it. Perhaps the weapon was incomplete. I was buried deep in the earth, together with Team Flare's secret base. You're right here. Zygarde saved me. It worked to protect all living creatures in the area from the light remaining down, the deadly light of the ultimate weapon. In doing so, Zygarde exhausted its own power. But at the weapon's activation, the device in Prison Tower awakened as well, sensing danger. Now it has become a threat to Lumiose. It could fully lose control at any time. To stop the device and protect the city, Zygarde must regain its true power. It has given me a mission. Sooner or later, the tower will enter a frenzied state, similar to Rogue Mega Evolution. The only one who can bring it back under control is AZ's Floette. We need the Eternal Flower and the trainer who can draw forth her full power. And the truth I know. And now you have learned all that those young people waiting in Lysander Cafe wanted you to learn. Go and speak with Grisham and with AZ, then do what must be done. Let's return. It sucks that I don't really know how much time I'll have. I probably only have about 30 minutes left today. I got time to stream. I met him inside. To think that he's still alive. And yet he doesn't seem to remember us in the slightest. How could he just forget? It's all because of him that the rest of us. Grisel, there will be a time for such thing later. And you, Captain? Now know the truth of AZ's sin, and so I make a request for you. Get AZ's Floette and give her to me. You must see it by now. With AZ's special Floette, we could be able to keep Prison Tower controlled. Everything we've learned points to that conclusion. We must stop the tower from going on a rampage if we were ever to achieve the kind of beautiful world Team Flare once dreamed of. And if we can be the ones to protect Lumiose, then people will finally see us differently. Do you understand? We were mere children, born to those who chose to join Team Flare. And yet we, too, became pariahs in the eyes of society when Team Flare was disbanded. But we couldn't just leave Lumiose. The city is our home too, and we love it as much as anyone else. The only reason Team Flare exists was to make Lumiose better, to make Carlos better. At Nouveau Cafe, we've worked hard to provide coffee to those who have little or less. And we were worked here. We also heard the voices of Lumiose people. We understand the city better than anyone else. We know its people better than anyone else. So can you really want me to face me in battle? You'll need more than a challenger's ticket. You need to be ready to hand over AZ's Floette to me. I must become the strongest Pokemon trainer by battling my way up to the Zerial. I must become the strongest Mega Evolution user. Then I will be the one to restrain Prison Tower with AZ's Floette. go talk with the rest of the team, MZ, and decide what it is you really ought to do. It's time they all learned of AZ since. Now go back to Hotel Z. Let's tell the old man. You returned. I heard from Emma what leads you've been following up. I imagine you've learned much of my tale by now, isn't it? Did you manage to find Grisham? Yes, no kidding. I went digging into rumors about Grisham with Emma after our chat. Sounds like he's one formidable trainer, plus he's part of a group team Flair Nouveau. And he's been carrying all sorts of info about Lumias from customers. He even seems to know something weird's going on with Present Tower. Is there any chance you could tell us more about the tower? I've also been thinking it is time I talked to you about it. CaptainTee, you know of the ultimate weapon, don't you? Yes, we do. Then I shall tell you of a terrible sin I've had committed and my regrets. In the war that occurred 3,000 years ago, many things are lost. So many Pokemon had their futures stolen, people lost their everyday lives they'd known. And my Floette was sent to the front lines where she lost her life. I made a device, a machine that could grant life. Also that I could revive my beloved Floette. I brought Floette back to life. I got back what I had loved most. But my rage had not subsided. I could not forgive the world that had hurt the Pokemon I loved. Oh, these graphics look nice. In my rage, I remade my device into an ultimate weapon and put an end to this senseless conflict that would have taken everything from us by becoming destruction itself. The light fired from the ultimate weapon reached the heavens and then poured down, burning all the way that rested upon the earth. But Floette must have known the truth. She must have realized that the life I had given her was stolen from so many other Pokemon. She left me. Now you wander it alone for 3,000 years. Seriously, 3,000 years. During those long years of aimless wandering, a man of great power asked me for my help. He said he wanted a way to protect colors. And I told myself I cannot make another device that would take from others. But perhaps I could make one that would share the eternal life I had bestowed on Floette. That is what NG is. That is what is hidden deep within Present Tower. I built NG to give meaning to the eternal life I had burdened Floette with. It was, in one sense, my attempt to atone to Floette for what I'd done. I had dreamed of a day when I could use NG after reuniting with Floette at last. And the day not come to pass, but what was, because we were living in a time of peace. But now NG, the tower is emitting excessive amounts of mega power even without Mega Floette present. This is only conjecture on my part, but I believe it may be related to the ultimate weapon being fired 5 years ago. What shock awoke NG and has caused the mega power contained within it to spill forth? It has led to the rampant rogue mega evolution. The Pokemon suffer, the people come to harm. There are only one way to put it to an end. A mega evolution user must use Mega Evolve Floette and together reach the control panel within NG. Could have never imagined that you and Floette had that kind of history and the tower. So we need the strongest Mega Evolution user to stop the tower from going berserk. I have a question. Why would Floette be able to Mega Evolve at all? Normally Pokemon can't Mega Evolve when they aren't capable of evolving any further. Shouldn't Floette be able to evolve into Florges? My Floette cannot evolve. Perhaps because she is such